I just got out of the theaters from seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, so I'm gonna stop and rank all 5 Deadpool and Wolverine movies from the worst to the best. Let's get it. So yes, guys, like I said in the intro, I'm gonna be ranking all 5 Deadpool and Wolverine movies from the worst to the best. Before I get started, I just want to mention, guys, you guys probably wondering, aren't there 3 Wolverine movies? I have not seen Logan, guys. So I just want to put that out there. I've never seen Logan. It takes place in 2029, so obviously, guys, I don't need to see it. I will see it eventually when there's another X-Men film coming out, but I didn't have time to see it. Like, I was in complete rush hour just getting ready for Deadpool and Wolverine. So, obviously, I've not seen Logan. Just putting it out there. Enjoy the video. In 5th place, I have X-Men Origins Wolverine. Guys, I can go on and how bad this film really is, but I'm just gonna lay it down for you. This film is unbelievably fake. Probably one of the fakest movies I've ever seen. Like, this film came out in 2009, so I get it. Everything was so easy with, like, technology and stuff. But I've seen The Dark Knight. I've seen Iron Man. Those came out, like, around the same time as this film. Even all the other X-Men films that came before this. Everything was fine. This film comes out. What is happening? Like, they ruin everything. First of all, Sabretooth, like, the guy looks so weird. Like, Sabretooth is supposed to be like an animal. The guy just looks like a normal guy. So, obviously, that's pretty annoying. And just, like, the storyline as well. The storyline was very bad. So, I'll just quickly break it down, tell you about it. Also, guys, there are spoilers. I'm going to be quickly spoiling the movies, and yeah. Alright, so, like, it starts off with Wolverine and his brother Sabretooth, but they don't. And anyway, it's the old ages, and his dad dies, but it turns out it's not his dad, it's this guy's his actual dad. Then he kills that dad. Then he makes a run for it, and his brothers, I guess they just hang out and then stuff. Then, like, a long time later, they fought in the war, and then this guy, like, comes up, said, hey, do you want to join my team? So they do. Anyway, then they go steal some stuff. By the way, we get to see Deadpool there, and a guy that teleports, a guy that's really strong, and much, much more. Anyway, then it goes, like, 5 years later, he leaves the group, and he has a girlfriend who he loves. So, life is pretty good for him. And then he's also a lumberjack, so that's pretty cool. Then the guy calls him up, the leader, and this guy who has the best shooting skills ever, his name is Agent Stone. No, wait. Oh, sorry, it's not Agent Stone. It's Agent Zero. I bet, it's Agent Zero. I was thinking of Scream 3. My bad, it's Agent Zero. So anyway, then he says no, obviously, and one of these guys that works at the carnival, he has, like, powers to move lights. He was on the team before, and Sabretooth killed him. So then they, like, tell him that Sabretooth is, they don't know it's Sabretooth, is hunting down their crew. Someone is, but it's Sabretooth. So then he really doesn't care, and then his girlfriend, she works at a daycare. I think she's driving to go tell him something. Then Sabretooth finds her, and we think she dies, which the movie would have been a lot better. A lot better. So then she's dead. Oh no, that's not very good. She died. Literally nobody cares because she faked her death. I'm saying it, she faked her death, so Wolverine gets all sad and emotional. Well, she's not actually dead. So, anyway, then they give him these powers. So that, like, they put him in the machine because, I mean, he battles Sabretooth for a little bit. And then he breaks, because his claws are just like bone, so they're easy to break, so he breaks them. That's going to hurt a lot. So then he goes to the leader and Agent Zero. They give him his claws, and they want to erase his memory, but since he has incredible hearing, he heard them, so then he breaks out and just makes a run for it, even though he's naked. Then he goes to these old people, spends like a night there talking and stuff. Then Agent Zero, the leader tells Agent Zero to track him down, which he does, and he kills the old people. So then he's sad, and then he, like, the fakest scene ever, where, like, he's in a car, the helicopter's really high up, then he just jumps up on the helicopter and just, like, brings it down, destroys it. Like, that was terrible. Like, that was so fake. Like, very fake. Then he's done with that. Then there's this kid Cyclops guy who gets knocked out by Sabretooth. And it turns out the leader's working with Sabretooth. Oh, no. Now they're still trying to kill Wolverine. So then Wolverine meets up with the teleportation guy and this huge fat guy. Like, he's so fat. Which was the muscle guy, but now he's so fat. Which he tells him stuff because his head's like metal, so he knocks him out. And he's like forcing him to tell him stuff, which he does. So him and the teleportation guy go looking for answers. Teleportation guy dies. Then we meet this knockoff Gambit guy. He takes him somewhere, then he goes there. That's where the leader is. That's Sabretooth is. And apparently his girlfriend faked her death. Like, that was the stupidest decision to ever make in this movie. Like, you could have made, like, they made a couple of dumb decisions, but faking his girlfriend's death for no reason. And then she dies, like, right after. Like, why did you bring her back? She should have stayed dead, bro. Honestly, they shouldn't have even made this movie. Like, literally, they shouldn't have made this movie, being honest, bro. Anyway. Then then he finds out his girlfriend's still alive, so then he's sad, and then basically him and Sabretooth fight, then Sabretooth becomes good. They fight Deadpool, but it's not like the good Deadpool, it's like, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is still acting, but like, his mouth was shut and stuff, it's weird. They managed to kill him, but he's still alive somehow. And his girlfriend dies, and Wolverine gets shot with this, like, gun that's really powerful. So then his memory gets erased. It's basically what happens in the movie. This was an awful movie. Don't recommend watching it because it's very, very bad. It's probably one of the fakest movies I've ever seen. But yeah, in 5th place, I have X-Men Origins Wolverine. In 4th place, I have The Wolverine. This film was better than X-Men Origins Wolverine. It still was not a good film. It was far from being a good film. What were they thinking when they did this film? Like, it's a Japan movie. Honestly, I wouldn't have watched it without Wolverine being in the mix, but it's embarrassing that Wolverine is even existing in this film. Like, what were they thinking? So, it's a Japanese film, alright? There's battling, just everyone's Japanese, whatever. And, yeah, okay. It's fine. Okay? And then they add Wolverine going to Japan, and then, like, there's a bunch of people trying to kill them. A bunch of twists and turns in the movie. Why would, like, this movie could easily exist without Wolverine being in it. I think that Wolverine being in it made me watch it. I wouldn't have watched it without Wolverine being in it. But this film isn't even close to being about Wolverine at all. Like, bro, this just follows up like this girl that's Japanese and stuff. Like, it would have been a cool film, but just adding Wolverine into it just doesn't suit it. But guys, anyway, the movie starts off with just Wolverine just saving this guy from the war, putting him like, okay. Anyway, then he's just chilling. I guess he's poor or something. He has like a long beard and all that. Then the bear got shot. Then he goes to attack that guy and stabs a poisonous arrow into his hand. Then everyone fights him. He beats them all up. And this weird girl named Yukio, who I think is better in Deadpool 2. I think she's a better character in that, even though we don't really get to see her much. I think she's better in that film than she is ever in this film. Like, she's just an annoying character to see in this film. I think, guys, like, this film isn't fake at all, which is, like, a lot better than X-Men Origins Wolverine, but this is still a very bad film. And just being honest, guys, it's still a very bad film. Anyway. So then she's like, oh, hey, you want to come to Japan? And he's like, what? Why? This guy wants to talk to you, which is the guy he saved in the beginning of the film. He goes, the guy's sick, and he talks to him and says, hi, can I have your powers? He says no, then he dies, which he does not. He doesn't die. This is the second time now where they faked someone important's death. Why would they fake this guy's death? We think he's dead. He should stay dead. Then he goes to the funeral of the guy. Why are you having a funeral for this guy? Bro, he's still alive. Like, holy, oh my gosh. Anyway, then basically, a bunch of people try to kill this girl at the funeral. He takes her, and back and forth, he keeps getting images, like visions of his dead girlfriend from the first one, which she faked her death. And he still loves her for some reason. Like, bro, what? I don't understand this film. Anyway, then he kisses this Japanese girl, and they start making out and stuff. So, okay, you just cheated on your dead girlfriend for this girl that you barely know, who's trying to get rid of you like half this film. Like, what? Like, I mean, okay, there's one scene that was really, really solid. Alright, there's one scene, which is the train scene. I think that was a very solid scene. I enjoyed that scene, kind of. I didn't love it. I think it was a cool scene to see. Where, like, he's on a train, like, keeps flying off and stuff. I think that was a cool scene. Alright, I'll hand it to the movie. That was a cool scene. Anyway, that happens, blah, blah, blah. There's this, like, weird lizard girl. So, there's this girl who has, like, a snake tongue and venom to kill people. Like, this is, like, the most gross villain I've ever seen. So then, basically, the girl gets kidnapped, and then Yukio, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Wolverine go to save her. And they fight the lizard snake girl, whatever. And yeah, they fight her, sure, and then she sheds her skin, that she's bald, and then Yukio kills her. By the way, the father of the Japanese girl, princess, whatever, he died because he was bad, trying to kill his own daughter. So, but yeah, he is dead. And then this machine attacks them, and it turns out it is the grandpa, the guy he saved in the beginning. Like, holy, oh my gosh, this was such a dumb decision. Like, I can keep talking trash about this movie. I'm not going to. I'll stop. Okay, guys, I know there's some people that love this movie. I'm just saying, I did not like it. It wasn't as bad as X-Men Origins Wolverine. It was definitely not a good film, though, for sure. It's like at the top of bad. That's what I would say. But anyway, yeah, then they kill him, blah, blah, blah. basically it. There's like a Japanese knockoff Hawkeye in the film, which is weird, but yeah. So yeah, in fourth place I have the Wolverine. In third place I have Deadpool 2. I think that this is a solid film. Like we went from a complete jump from 2 bad Wolverine films to 3 good Deadpool films. This film was awesome. It was a very good film. I'm proud of that. What they did with this film, I think it was just a very nice and good film. There's one thing I didn't really like about the film, and I'll get to that later. So the movie begins with Deadpool, and he's basically fighting crime and stuff, and he goes home, and Vanessa is like, oh, hey, we are having a baby or something like that, and then he freaks out that a bunch of men come, and they kill Vanessa. So he's pretty sad about that. Now, that brings me to the part I didn't like about the film. It wasn't very sad when she died. I get it, she didn't actually die. She came back to life, like, at the end of the film, because Deadpool brought her back. And I'll explain more details how he brought her back. But, like, I don't know, guys. It was just difficult. Very, very difficult. I think that Deadpool should have spent like 2 minutes of crying, because they were dating or like married. Pretty sure they got married for like a very long time. Well, did they get married or were they just dating? I'm not really sure. But anyway, they loved each other, and then she died, and he didn't really freak out. Like, he was just like, no. I think he should have spent 2 minutes of crying and like yelling and stuff. Like, in a lot of stuff. But anyway, after that, then he basically goes to Colossus' house and hangs out with Colossus and the Fire Girl. And we see, like, Yukio? I think that's her name, Yukio. Who's in the Wolverine, but I like this version better in Deadpool 2. And she's just, like, high and stuff. And apparently she's dating the Fire Girl. But she doesn't go with them. She just stays. And so Colossus and the Fire Girl and him go to and Deadpool. The 3 of them go. They're back together like in the first one. 3 of them go to this place, and there's this kid, this like big fat kid. Well, he's not big fat, but like he's just a normal kid. I don't know, like he's 12 or something. He has fire powers. He's causing something bad, and then he little fight scene there. Then he gets him, then he says like that they're trying to kill him or something. So then he kills one of the men, and then like everyone else like captures Deadpool and the kid, puts him in this like evil jail, and then we see Cable, who kills these not fat guys. He kills these 2 guys at the back of the truck who are drinking beer. He kills them both, and then it looks like he's hunting down the kid. He comes, and Deadpool like fights for the kid so the kid can escape, and then they fight, takes it out of the prison, and Deadpool leaves, and he's starting up a force so he can fight Cable. And guys, Cable and Deadpool carry this entire film. Just putting it out there, they do. So anyway, then we meet this invisible guy called I don't know his name, but you meet this guy named Peter who has no powers, so that's what makes it funny. We meet Domino, which her power is luck, so she's always lucky. And a bunch of other powers. The guy with the long hair, a guy with electric powers, and much, much more. Anyway, they get ready, and they all jump out, and all of them die. Like, one of them gets hit by Boss. One of them gets, like, in this, like, I kind of forget. But, like, they all die in weird ways. Except for, Peter and Domino. Then Peter checks this other guy who is in this, like, garbage thing. And if it turns on, his legs will start getting, like, cut off and stuff. So then he dies, and then he spits out this acid that kills Peter. So then Domino and Deadpool go to fight Cable, which they do. And the kid doesn't like Deadpool because Deadpool left him. And then we see the Juggernaut comes out and, like, rips Deadpool in half. So then they start walking away and stuff. And Juggernaut and the kid run away. Then Cable comes to their house. And Deadpool has baby feet right now, so it's kind of weird. He comes and he, like, says to him that they should team up to get the kid since apparently Cable lost his wife and kid. And I think it's because of that other kid with fire powers. So anyway, then they team up and they go to fight him and basically, yeah, fight the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's done for. And then Cable and Domino, I think they leave. And guys, also Colossus and the Fire Girl join the fight, I think. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a solid film. Yeah, so Deadpool 2, third place. In second place, our runner-up, Deadpool. I think this is an awesome film, guys. I think, like, because the last two Wolverine films were, like, 2 out of 10 movies. Wolverine was a 3 out of 10. X-Men Origins Wolverine, that was, like, a 2 out of 10. And then Deadpool 2 was, like, 8 out of 10. This is, like, 8.5 out of 10. This is a very good movie. I really enjoy it. So, yeah, but awesome film. Not as much going on as the second one and Deadpool and Wolverine, but still, there's stuff going on. I think it's awesome. It's about this guy who just life is great. He has a girlfriend and just wants to spend the rest of his life with her, which is Vanessa. Then, as cancer, so he takes this test thing that it all goes wrong and they purposely, like, make it, and then he, like, goes bald and burnt and stuff, so he doesn't look good. So then he makes a suit, and it looks like he's, like, hunting down all the guys and stuff. So he's getting everything ready so he can fight them. Yeah, so he's getting ready to fight. So then he goes to fight them, right? Yeah, he goes to fight them. Gets ready to fight, and so then, like, well, it begins with him, like, battling all these guys in the fridge, and then it just pauses, we get the title card, and it just shows everything going backwards, and, yeah. And then, after the this explosion happens, then his girlfriend thinks that he's dead, which he's actually not, and it's just, he's too afraid to talk to her, which is pretty sad. So then he gets suited up, and he's going to hunt down the guy, which he escapes, honestly. And then he has his girlfriend with powers, I guess, or something like that. Anyway, basically, he's on a journey to find him. So then there's that big fight scene, like, well, then he travels with Colossus and the girl with fire. And basically, it's very funny, and they're together. And then he actually steals Deadpool's girlfriend, Vanessa, which she doesn't know what he actually looks like. And then she threatens him and stuff. And basically, yeah. That's basically what happens. They do the big fight scene. The girlfriend, I don't think she dies. The Colossus and her fight for a while. He fights the main villain. I forget his name. He manages up to kill him, but his girlfriend's in this, like, tank, so trying to suffocate her. He manages to save her, and she still likes him and kisses him, and basically that's the movie. Yeah. So yeah, that's Deadpool. Deadpool takes second place. In first place for the best Deadpool and Wolverine movie is Deadpool and Wolverine. This film was awesome, guys. It was really, really good. I am so proud of this film. It was so good. Now, I'm not going to really say much, guys, because I'm just going to say what I loved and didn't like about the film. But, yeah, because I did a whole review. It took like 10 minutes. So go check out that video if you want to hear my review, spoiler review on Deadpool and Wolverine. But guys, so first of all, I didn't like Chris Evans, the Human Torch, die. I think they should have added a little more characters. But other than that, everything's pretty much good. I think Deadpool and Vanessa should have a little more screen time of romantic stuff. I think that there should have been, like, some sad kills. Like, maybe Deadpool Wolverine dies. And just making it some sad stuff. I think the secret clip was great. But yeah, I think everything was good. Yeah. So that's basically everything I'm gonna say. I loved the villain was okay. I loved everything like else with the film. I like how Blade was in it. Blade said he's the only Blade, but we're getting a Blade movie. If that ever happens, probably not, but we'll see. And much more. Gambit, X-23, Elektra, so much stuff. Just really cool. That's all I'm really gonna say about this film since I did the review on it. So I'm not gonna say everything over again. But yeah, Deadpool Wolverine, first place. So that is it, everyone. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Have a good one, everyone. See ya. Also, tell me your list in the comments and how you would rank all 5 Deadpool and Wolverine films. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.